Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while again, as you well know. It's probably another month since I last posted a video, but thank you for the few subscribers that I've gathered in the last few weeks. It's been great to see. It's good to know that somebody likes watching these videos, so I appreciate that. It means a lot. It means I'm doing something, and I'll thrive on getting better, I suppose, and try and working on that editing skills and making these videos a little bit better. But I'm just, backyard velo, so I'm just in this garage doing my thing, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. So I had a busy month, so I've been doing a lot of bikes. Actually had a real bunch of bikes come through, a whole real bunch of bikes come through. Had to get them through and get them out of the garage. Actually, it was a bit too full in here, so I just had to focus on building them and getting them out. If I remember, I'll insert a wee clip here of a video I was gonna make, but then I just started building the bikes and got them out the door. So here's a few of them. As you can see, a pile of 10 speeds, old steel frames, and I got them all sort of together and I'm just working on them. This red one that you can see right here is ready to go. I've just tidied it up basically, and it's very basic. I'm pretty much just going to sell that one cheap and get it out the door because I just don't have room. It's had the wee bit of decaling done to it. Comes with everything you see. It's got twin brakes on this, not just my front brake. It's got some 27s on it, not some 700s. Upright stem and bar. So it works, and you can tell it's the frame's actually really tidy, but someone's painted it up somewhere along the lines. And yeah, it is set up as a single speed, but a very basic setup on that wheel. It's got nice high flange hubs and stuff on it, but it is an old school 70s bike. But yeah, so that one's kind of going out the door soon, I reckon. And in front here you can see there is a classic Peugeot. Most of you probably would have seen this colorway, this style. It's been around for years, and there's thousands of this model sold. It's actually quite a nice model, and it's fairly light. Comes with a pretty lovely chrome fork. The front brake's still on there, which is nice. It's got a SR stem on it, which is, that'll do. Horizontal, so you know where this could be heading. I haven't really got a build picked out for it just yet, but at the moment it might turn into a nice classic tidy single speed. It's actually my size, which is real cool. It's 59 or 58 actually, 58, which is a really good size for me. So who knows, if it rides really nice, I might keep that one for myself. And then behind there, this one's a half painted job, which has had the white touched up, but it's looking a bit, it's looking a bit of how you going, I'll have to give that a good clean up and see how that builds up. Don't think it is whatever the sticker work says it is. It says it's an Alando, whatever. Anyway, I'll pull all the paperwork off it that's covering up. It's been painted over, some decals have been covered up under here. So we'll peel all that off and see what it says. Pretty standard looking frame, nothing too out of the ordinary. So I'll have to come up with a plan for that. So let me know down below, what you think, if you've got an idea what we should turn one of these into. And then behind it is a Carlton, a Rally Carlton. It's got the wraparound stay at the top, fairly skinny pencil stays. It's a cool old orangey colour, which I really love, but the sticker work's pretty much shot. It's got Carlton on one side and nothing on the other. It's got the remains of the badge on the front, which is pretty cool, the tin badge. It's got the classic fork, which looks like it could be a Reynolds fork, but we'll find out. So that just race approved, Workshop England. So nice English old school Carlton. You can tell it had the centre pull brakes by the looks of that bridge up there. So we'll do something nice with that. I might put on the nice 27 tyres that I've got, put them on the rims, make that into a nice classical looking build. I'm not sure yet. Once again, let me know down below what you think. But overall, I'm down to I don't know, 3 maybe 4 frames now, a bunch of wheels. I got a whole bunch of stuff I've got to get through, and I've just got to come up with some sort of build idea to make them worthy of moving on. So yeah, without further ado, we'll check out the bikes. I've got one on behind me. I'm going to show you right now. Here it is. Some of you might recognize it, some of you might not. It is a Rally Carlton, or a Carlton Corsa. The graphics are a bit worse for wear, but It's definitely a Carlton, it's pretty obvious. It's got the wee Worksop sticker on the front there. It's come out of the Worksop factory. It's got the original tin badge on the front, which is nice. Still pinned in there. It's got the wee TI Rally sticker under the seat, and it's got the wraparound stays, which is a classic Carlton giveaway. That you know it is. It's got thin pencil stays, and obviously you can tell stuff like this is sort of aging the bike. You can kind of figure what it's going to be, or what sort of age it is when you start seeing centre pull cable guide holders like this. And it would have had some old centre pull brakes on it once upon a time. It's still rocking the 27-inch wheels. These aren't the originals, but it is a 27-inch wheel frame. So yeah, you can tell they kind of suit the bike. I'm thinking of making this bike up with those wheels because they just look good. Nice period looking bike. I've put a bottom bracket in already, and there's some more decals there. That's pretty sick, isn't it? No, what cool graphics. There's only stickers on one side of this frame. The other side of the frame's a bit bare, but that's what you get. I'm thinking of actually doing a real basic single speed with this one. I kind of like it like that. I was going to do a restoration, but yeah, it just takes a lot of work to restore these bikes and get the period componentry correct. While I've got some of the gear, it's just going to sit here and wait until I find the correct gear, and I just can't do that to myself. I've got to get it out the door. So I've put a saddle on. I will be converting this to a single speed. Here's another look at the head tube. It's got some pretty cool lugs on it. Nice pattern. Those are for sure going to be Reynolds forks. I'm pretty sure by the looks of that lug work. Yeah. So I've just slapped a few bits on it. The bars didn't come with it. It was actually just a frame set without wheels. The wheels that were on it were just rusty old dogs. So I put on these quite nice, newer, but still 27-inch wheels. I can't actually see what model they are right now, but they are nice looking wheels. Thin little alloy, lightweight wheels. They'll suit it nicely. So yeah, I'll show you what I've got to go on it, what I'm hoping to put on it. So as you can see, I've got a little selection of items here that I'm thinking of using. I've got some silver cranks. I'm thinking silver because the bike's kind of an old school bike. It's got a little bit of shiny everywhere, so we'll kind of mate it to shiny stuff. So I've got some nothing special cranks, just some 130mm basic cranks. A nice 48 tooth chainring, so that's spot on size chainring. I've got that stem which I could use, or I could use the one that's on it, so I've got a couple of options there. Some old school pedals, freewheel for the single speed, brake setup, maybe a bell. Over here I've decided I was going to just run the standard usual riser bars, just some black. And then I thought, well, I'm trying to go for a slightly older school theme on this one, just give it that old Sportster, Roadster style single speed look. And I thought, well, maybe these bars would work. I've had them sitting around for a while. Put them on the drop side instead of going up for the like upright gents commute style bike. I thought I'd drop them upside down, roll them around the other way, and have a kind of a dropped look. Maybe might not be to everyone's liking, but that might work out quite well. And then I thought, well, it's kind of an orangey, bronzy kind of frame, so I thought maybe I could do some old school classic cloth tape wrap, that's either black or even I got some brown here that might even go on the bike. Might help add to that kind of old school theme. So there you go, I've got a few parts. I just have to start fiddling and see what I can come up with and what I like and what, and yeah, we'll see what we come up with, and I'll check in with you shortly. Yeah, I thought I'd show you what these little freewheels are like that you might encounter when you're building a single speed. So this just happens to be on this hub, which is a Shimano hub, a very early generation of Shimano hub. Basically, it's not a freewheel. It's not a multi-speed freewheel. It's actually a cassette on a very early short, like a 6-speed free hub that would have come on this bike. So you use basically 2 chain whips, one this side and one on the outer cog. So you hold this end down and you spin this sucker off here, which I've done already. And I'll see if I can take this one off here. I call these like free single speeds, because you can basically, it doesn't cost you a thing. You can just build a single speed out of this using the cogs that are on here. You can break all these off and use them just with some standard spacers, and you can actually screw this on to the thread that's on the freewheel. So you don't even need spacers if you wanted to use this cog, but if you wanted to put a bigger one on, you can slide those on that come on there. So this just comes off like a normal cassette, and underneath here is a very short, stumpy looking 6-speed cassette. And if you look really closely back here, you can see the thread that's on the end of that free hub. Means you can screw this on. You can screw it all the way onto the end of the thread, stop it there, and it will forever be a perfect single speed. Don't need any spacers. You can just run that. So that is only going to be a 14 tooth, so you've got to have to work your gearing out to suit. So you'd have to run a smaller front cog so that you're not too the gearing's not too heavy. But if you're at a pinch and you need to make a single speed up for free without having to spend too much gear on, on the rear end, because this does cost a bit to do spacers and cogs and all that jargon. So there's an option for you. Just thought I'd let you know that. And yeah, you can see here the little short freewheel. We'll get rid of that. And there's your wee hub. So little tip. Alrighty. Well, I've got the wheels in at the moment. As you can see, I used that little free hub. I had a single speed cog on, which has got a thicker section in the back so it doesn't chop into the free hub. Put some basic spacers in, so now you got your single speed. So it's going to work really well, as you can see. So that's your 27-inch wheel, rolling smooth too. Really nice rolling smooth wheel. So got it in the stand, given it a clean up. As you can see, I have those bars on. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still, I don't know. They point down. They have a very classic look to them. Old roadster look, but in a single speed form. Some people do like that, and I don't mind it. I'm just still thinking about it. It's not sure yet. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, well, it's up to you what you think, but I'll keep going with it for now, and we will see how it comes out. Well, as you can see, I've got the cranks on. Beautiful, buttery smooth, nice bottom bracket. Looks pretty good, suits the bike as I expected. Nice shiny, everything's silver. I'm playing with the bars still. Got the lock-on grips and got the brake and lever ready to go. So I'm still toying with that. Not 100% yet. Might have to put it on the ground and give it a little bit of a visual. What do you reckon, guys? Comment down below if you think it looks okay. I think it might pull it off actually. There's just enough drop in those bars and a sweep in the bars to give it a slightly more retro look. I think it'll be quite comfortable. Might be a little low for some people, but like me, useless people. But otherwise, most people will find that okay. I think I'll go with it, and yeah, we'll keep on moving. I think that's going to look quite smart. Well, as you can see, I've gone ahead and almost finished the bike. Brakes are working. Got the lever on, grips are tight. Everything's cranked up and ready to roll. I pretty much just have to put the chain on. So I'll get onto that now, and we shall see what it looks like. Now there it is. I've finished the bike. It's all done. I'm happy with the finished product. I think it looks quite nice now. I just took it for a ride, and it rides really smooth. I was quite stoked at how the bars felt, and the position of the bike was actually really comfortable. It rides like an old 70s bike. I think it's like a 1973 Carlton anyway, so definitely rides like an old bike. But if that's what you're after, then it's an awesome classic ride, if you're into your classics. So I think it looks quite clean with just the single speed gear and the sort of classic looking, shiny cranks, and yeah, it's got a track chain on there and a track chain ring, so all that stuff works well with for the gearing. So there's the handlebar look. Love it, hate it, whatever. I think it looks quite smart, so I'm gonna roll with it. Brake works well, everything's working. So there you go. It's got a cool look to it. I hope you like it. Once again, let me know down below if you think it looks cool. I'm just trying to get a nice angle for you. Thanks for the subscriptions, thanks for the likes, and we'll see you on the next one, I guess. And yeah, I hope you like this one. Cheers.